My name is Mark Newman. I'm Chief Analyst at TM Forum. Delighted to be joined today by Mohapatra, CEO of Conviva. And we're here to talk about the state of the industry, transformation, and some of the current and future BSS requirements. So, Mal, good morning to you.
Very good morning.
So maybe we can just kick off this discussion with, if we look at the state of the telco industry today, transformation, change, and the environment is becoming more complex, I think, than ever before. And faced with that complexity, where do you see the key requirements of telecoms operators globally today and moving forward?
I think it is moving so fast that for anybody to either keep pace or to forecast where it is going is a Herculean task. But where I see clearly, gone are the days, way long back actually, gone are the days when the telecom was being seen as a media to do voice and data communications. Today, both because of technology advancements and the consumer preferences and choices shifting, people are demanding more and more services from the same channel. Or when I say channel, I'm talking about telecom operators. And they're using multiple devices, multiple channels to consume these services. And telcos have to gear up to render those services clearly. And what has happened today is there's very little difference in the way I consume a piece of information on my TV or on my mobile phone or on my tablet or any other device that I may be using. And whether it's an office or at home, I want to see a ubiquitous or a common perception or understanding of what I'm doing. And operators are forced to do investments from a monolithic, closed platform or a network that they used to provide. Now it is more open, and multitude of services are being rendered, and no telco can provide all the services by themselves. So they're forced to partner with all kind of people, and they're forced to make the network open. They're forced to make the network more agile from ability to bring in a service. I have seen myself from a new service launch could be 6 months planning and execution to it's 6 days planning and execution today. So I think the challenge is all good in favor of the consumers.
Yeah. And Mal, you very recently made a pretty major announcement, which was the launch of the Blue Marble solution. Can you talk us through how that Blue Marble solution is going to solve some of the challenges for operators today?
Absolutely. I want to take you back to the history. We have more than 20 years of experience with the telecom network service providers. And we also have been in different aspects of the technology with more than 120 operator customers globally. So that experience has served us very well in realizing that we need to build something which is digital. But a lot of people, when they say that we are building something digital, it is an adjunct to their legacy platforms. And we said, let's do a delete, start, or star and look at building something completely from scratch, which is digitally native, what I call a blue stack, which is, it is completely digital. It is, cloud native. Everything is native in it because it is built from the scratch from that point of view. So the platform is highly modular, highly flexible. It is primarily built keeping in mind that I don't know what kind of services are going to be rendered tomorrow, but I should be able to add that capability into my platform. So extendability, serviceability, all that from a digital world point of view is built, and operators can today easily bring in new services, can bring in new partners. And in terms of operating in a distributed model as opposed to building large monolithic data centers, they can be in a truly distributed framework. And that's the differentiation that we believe Blue Marble brings.
And how ready do you feel operators are today to embrace cloud native microservices?
Let's look at why is it, everything comes from a need or from a demand. And a little bit I personally strongly believe is when you have the challenge of meeting certain requirements, but you don't have enough, you innovate. And what is being innovated is keeping that in mind that operators will gradually go into their digital transformations. It is not a completely lift and fork or rip apart what exists today and bring in something new. So it is, by and large, most operators are preferring an overlay solution that gradually converts their network into digital. The consumers get better CX, better experience. And so when the question is how ready are they, there is nothing called a 0 or a 1 here. Most operators are making steps towards it. Some are, sprinting a little fast. Some are going a little slow, maybe a walk. But by and large, all operators have realized that it is a question of survival, and they are there.
And traditionally, when we think about transformation programs, it was what I call a big bang. And now we're moving into this more of a sort of pragmatic, incremental change, looking at taking a keen eye to revenue growth ROI. How does Blue Marble fit in that context?
This is a completely overlay network. When we go and talk to our operator customers with our vast experience, we do tell them that we're not expecting you to rip apart what you have. You may have assets sitting in the data centers. You may even have assets sitting in your book of accounts that you have to take a write-off. And it is not something that we even expect to happen. And that's why it is truly an overlay solution that helps you to do digitization or digital transformation of your network and services in a stepped function. And it is extremely modular, flexible for you to, or lets you do in the way that the modular approach that we just talked about. Just let me give few data points that, there are a multitude of services. Networks are very hybrid. You may say that I want to bring in a solution which would allow me to launch 2 or 3 services in a digital native mode, but my legacy services I'll continue. Maybe few of them I'll still continue. And so it allows you to operate a hybrid network. The best part is it is, because of its modularity and structure, it allows you to invest in an incremental fashion and not do a large capex investment to do that transformation.
So how long might it take an operator adopting Blue Marble to launch an MVP?
So if somebody really wants to do a big bang transformation, it could be 12 months for doing the complete transformation. But most people do in an overlay incremental steps. So we could take the first service live in less than 6 months. And then it is a gradual transformation that in 12 to 15 months, the whole thing gets completed.
As we know at TM Forum, we do a lot of work around APIs. Can you give us some sense of the extent to which Blue Marble will leverage capabilities of openness of APIs?
Oh, absolutely. I think, when I said that it is an open system, the networks are becoming open. The operators have realized that there is no way we can run a monolithic network and just offer voice and data and make enough money. So in order to make the system enabled for third-party services and integrations, and 5G, in fact, accentuates or accelerates that demand or the challenge far stronger. So from our commitment to an open system, like I told you, Cloudnative or microservices or natively digital or all that, those are basic assumptions for anything we do. And APIization or open API is absolutely important, like the security, DevSecOps or whatever you call it. So coming back to the API, we have multitude of products within our organization other than Blue Marble, and Blue Marble typically consumes, in some customer cases, a loyalty system or a voucher management or a campaign management. So we internally use the same APIs for, we publish APIs and compliant to API standards, and other services consume that API, so customer gets an integrated solution. And we are heavily committed to TM Forum's API program. We at this point of time have quite a bit in terms of investment going on in. I think we are one of the leading compliant to TM Forum API program vendors. If I remember it right, we have about 21 MPIs, and we are in the one of the top quartile leaderboard players there, and we are fully committed to this.
So Mal, I think it's great timing. We're seeing an acceleration of movement into public cloud towards cloud native. So thank you for your time today, and best of luck with the Blue Marble solution. Nice to speak to you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thank you for leading a very important initiative in the industry that truly leverages the open systems and helps small, medium, particularly the small, medium businesses significantly in this process.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.